What's about others? They will be joining like yesterday. Okay. We'll wait for 2 minutes, Rajesh.
Yes, sir. We'll see in 2 minutes, sir. If anyone can join.
Ah, yeah, 2 minutes. Okay. Shall we start, Rajesh? Right? Okay. We are discussing life cycle costing. So we are looking from the what is the product life cycle from the various viewpoints and how we in those respective costs related to those uh, references like customer, production, and marketing, so on. Okay. So yesterday we had discussed producer oriented, what is a viewpoint of product life cycle. Okay, so in brief, from the product producer point of view, his product life cycle is the conception. He's producing the product by sourcing the material and other resource to the customer, final product to the customer, and earns revenue. His life cycle ends there. Then we have seen a customer point of view. So customer point of view is a basically consumable life from the time the customer purchases, consumer purchases, till the time he or she disposes of. So whenever we are looking at the product life cycle costing, right, we are looking from the life cycle, whatever is called as introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. So wherever is our product at this particular stages, we have to use the strategic costing uh, to gain the maximum competitive advantage. So one we have seen is marketing viewpoint, right? So marketing viewpoint is basically starts with the pre-production startup activities. Basically, you know that whenever we want to uh, introduce any product or market any product in the market, basically you start a market survey. What is the customers need? Where we have a market? What is a price that customers are ready to give for that product, and so on. So we do market survey. So it is like pre-production startup activities and so on, right? Until the time it is the product is in the hand of uh, customer, right? So we look from the sales and distribution cost. So we have to strategize all these costs. Like example, like advertisement. So we had discussed yesterday these things, correct? Now, so what is the marketing waypoint here? Like the growth stage, right? So growth stage is the period of time the sales increases more quickly, right? Now when sale is growing more quickly, sale is it's at a faster pace, right? Now at such a time your distribution cost, sales distribution cost will keep on increasing even at the faster rate. Okay, but then you can strategize some cost, correct? Now in such a case, like take example, if you are at the growth stage, okay, you can spend more money on advertisement, right? So because you are getting more and more sale, the revenue is increasing. So that increase revenue and profits that you were a contribution, you can say, that you can employ in the advertisement and getting the reach, right, to your customers, right, to the nook and corner of the country, or even you can say about at the global level. Nowadays it is a globalized world. Okay? So whenever you take example, like whenever big multinational companies are introducing products, like take example like mobile handsets and all, right? They are launching those products all over world, right? So the same product, the mobile handset, which is sold in America, you're also getting now in India. So this strategic point of view, right? So marketing people can employ some cost, right, which will give you more and more sale. So you have to strategize it, correct? Then say take as an example at maturity stage, right? So the maturity stage is a period when sales increases more slowly. So at a growth stage, if you are growing of say 20% per year, right? For 30% per year. But at a maturity stage, your sale will just increase by say 5%, because or 2%, because you are at a maturity stage, right? And maturity stage, your volume is also very big. So the quantity wise, even if you grow by 2%, right, it is a big quantity for you, right? But at a maturity stage where you are trying to put money, what as a marketing manager, how you will strategize some cost at a maturity level when your sale is at peak level? Yes, anyone? Prahlad, Suraj, Priyanka, anyone? Who is one more? Neelam, anyone? What cost you will be incurring at a maturity stage of your product life cycle when your product is having a at say at a peak level, right? You're selling at a maximum numbers and it is growing very slowly. So what kind of cost you will strategize here? Okay, so here like take example, a marketing manager will try to maintain the brand image, correct? So the product which is selling at such a high number, okay, we should be able to maintain it, right? So brand values, right? It what you will start at growth stage, right? You will start investing in the brand value, and that will try to enhance it, right? You will try to maintain it, okay? So whenever the customer is coming to the shop, he will be asking your brand as a product, okay, right? uh, Now some products may not have the say at a maturity stage because they are consumable, which is the say like a daily consumption. Take example like biscuits, okay? You are having Parle G biscuits, right? There have for so many years. But in case of say technical products, right, like take mobile handsets, say laptops and all, because of the introduction of new technology, the your cost matrix will change, right? So you have to see where you're going to put money strategically from marketing point of view, right? And eventually the slope in the maturity stage becomes neutral and then turns negative. That means at a maturity stage there is no growth, right? The sale will be maintained as the at the peak level, and then it starts going down, okay? Might be because of some new competitors who are coming. Because take example like when you are at a maturity stage and some other company's product which is at the growth stage, so it will have some effect on your product, and then your product sale will start going into negative. That is a decline stage. So the decline stage is when the product loses market acceptance and sales begin to decrease. That means due to the change of technology or even the change of say taste of the people, right? Can anyone give me example? People don't accept those products anymore because they have changed their taste, they have changed their outlook towards that particular product. Can anyone tell me products like that? Yes, anyone? Okay, like take example like suppose uh, Walkman. You must have heard about this instrument, music instrument, where people used to carry when they're moving, right? And they used to put the headphone. Nowadays what is happening because of the mobile handsets, and mobile is also coming with this, then even say camera, right? So the if you are good in that particular say what you say is of say uh, Walkman as a say as a product, right? The acceptance level will start declining because of the technology which has come into the market, right? Because the same mobile is now giving you camera, music, and all other things, right? So things are changing. So your sales will start decreasing. Now, in such a case, what marketing people will do is they will reduce their advertisement, right? Because even if you are advertising more and more, the sale is going down, correct? So that cost you have to strategize there, okay? Then next, production point of view, right? Now when you talk about product life cycle from the production point of view, so what is that? So it basically start with at the research level. So the research level your product cost will be very low, right? And then what you have is a planning stage, then your prototype, and that prototype will be testing, right? The tested product, then testing is done. When your product is finalized with all your specification, then you will start producing, right? Now again your production will start increasing due to the say the what you talk about is basically with the number of units, correct? And then logistic, right? So whatever you have produced, right, the logistic expenses which you will incur, right, at a, from the till the distribution network. So when we are talking from producer's point of view, right, when he will reach this 100% product cost, okay, that means he will start with the research. So he have to do about what is produced, right? He has to look for the machineries, what technology is available, and so on. So he is incurring some cost there, right? So he has to strategize. Like take example, why these big multinational companies are uh, ruling the markets, right, all over the world for so many years, correct? Like example, like Sony or say Honda and all. There are so many years, right? Now, why they're uh, surviving in the market for so long years, right? Because they are putting lot of money in their research, planning, designing, and testing, right? So as they're investing strategically, lot of money in all such things, correct? Like take example, we used to have some Indian cars, right? Like take example like Ambassador, you must have seen Ambassador car or say Premier Padmini, okay, they never tried to even change the design of the car for so many years, okay. And if you see nowadays Japanese cars or Korean cars in Indian market, right, every 3 year or 5 year they try to change the model, right. Take example like Maruti Suzuki car, right, what Alto car which you used to purchase some years back, right, now it is not the same design, correct. So they are trying to bring the new features, right, to this. So they are investing strategically, right, so the product will be accepted. Now as you have seen the products like Ambassador and Premier Padmini, as they did not invest lot of money strategically in these areas, right, that is research, planning, design, and testing, right, today they are out of the market, right, because competition huge. So you have to. So basically, this Korean company, Japanese companies, European companies, they are putting lot of money in research, right? Okay, and planning level, design level, and testing level. I'm talking about from the car point of view, or like a tech as a product. Okay, so you have that strategies. You see, some companies are very good in research, right, so you have to see that, okay, some companies are very good at a design level, like, so you have to do that, okay. Like take example, I think Tata Nano car was designed by some Italian company, right, so they are good in that, okay. So because the design of the car, right, it becomes a very important from the customer point of view, and whatever design you have made, okay, is it feasible to produce that product at such a cost? Otherwise that design is becomes so complicated, right. And then when you start actually producing, because first you will have just a prototype, okay, of that car, so the prototype will be a different, okay. But if you want to produce it on a large scale, okay, then you will start facing some production problems. So if you want to produce on a very large scale, then you have to keep the design that some there are some complicated designs, but their production is less. There are some cars, right, which is technically their design is very complicated, right. Now they are basic, but they are continuing it because the demand for that car, because those cars are very expensive cars, right, and those expensive cars, there is a limited market, but the profitability is also very high, okay. So they are producing such high end cars, like take example like sports cars and so on, right. The so they have to do a lot of investment in like testing, if you talk about a sports car, okay. So from the production point of view, we have to put this money strategically, okay. Because when a customer, take example, a customer is who is buying a high end car, okay, at say investing of crores of rupees, and that businessman is using that car, he is looking at safety also, right? Now the safety features will be more, and those they have to be tested at that level. So we have to use this strategically, right? So production point of view, it defines the stages of the life cycle by changes, research and development activities, production activities, and logistic activities. Correct. So whenever you are introducing any new product in the market, and if you're talking about from technical products, right? So research and development activities are become key. Now, you must have seen some Indian companies. What they do is they don't invest money into research and development strategically. Okay, and what they do is they go for a collaboration with a foreign company, right? They bring the products from outside. Okay, and those research and development what that company has done related with the product, that they try to implement in their products and company, right? So you must have seen some Indian companies, right? Can anyone give me example of such Indian companies? Yes, I hope you people read newspapers, magazines, watch business news, uh, four-wheeler or two-wheeler company, right? Where because of the collaboration, right? Because of say mergers, acquisitions, right? Their research and development activities have been enhanced. So this is a strategic investment. Can anyone give me example?
Yes, sir. Like Maruti Suzuki and Hero and Honda.
Okay. Any other company? Any Indian company?
Is like Mahindra is having many JVs with other companies.
Correct. And then take example, very correct, Rajesh. Then take example like Tata Motors.
Yes, Tata, Marco Polo. Yes, sir.
Right. Tata company acquired which company
Jaguar, sir. Yes.
strategically? Correct, Jaguar. So this is a strategic decision by Tata Motors. What is
Tata.
that
Yes.
strategic decision, Rajesh?
So they want to come in a premium segment. So
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
yes.
So what is the advantage to Tata Motors now?
Uh,
The
means
one and only. Huh.
advantage with this JV.
Yeah. So what Jaguar is a basically a very good technically sound car. Correct, Rajesh?
Yes, sir. Yes,
High
sir.
premium end. That technology is very high technology. Correct. So what Tata Motors can do is Tata Motors can use that kind of technology in their other products. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Correct. Right. Then Tata Motors, take example, has acquired a truck company, okay, which is making a very heavy duty trucks like Volvo trucks, Mercedes Benz trucks, and so on, right? Like from South Korea, okay, Daewoo Trucks company. Now, because of that, the company is getting the strategic advantage of getting technology of producing high-end trucks, that is very heavy-duty trucks, right? So, but you have to pay the money. Yes or no, Rajesh? Correct. So if you don't do your own research and development in depth, correct, you have to pay more cost to acquire it. So companies, they have to do strategic decision whether we will acquire it from outside or we will invest on our own, because if you want to invest in research and development, right, you have to invest crores of rupees, right? Like it is said that if you want to introduce a new car model, how much money they will be investing? Any guess, Rajesh? In others also you can contribute. Okay, Suraj, Prahlad, Priyanka. If you want to introduce a new car in the market, how much generally money testing, planning, everything? Yes. Any guess, Rajesh? How much crores of rupees?
In crores of rupees, in 1,000 crores actually.
Correct, correct. Thousands of crores rupees.
1,000 crores means
Yeah,
basically the
1,000 crores and all. Right. So it is not such a easy decision. So you have to think strategically whether I'm going to invest it or not. Okay. If it is not going to give me good result, why to spend that money and incur loss? Instead of that, I will acquire it from somebody else. I can go for a collaboration. If I don't have a good quality two wheeler, right, say of a high end two wheeler, then I can go for a collaboration. Then like take example, you were giving example of uh, Mahindra, correct? Mahindra were not good in developing cars. Okay, so they can go for a collaboration and they can develop car. Correct. So from production viewpoint, strategically invest our money to get the competitive advantage, right? Our business success. Correct. Right. So it emphasizes life cycle cost, right? And that life cycle cost which we have seen from the research level, right? Research, planning, right? Designing, testing, right? Even at a design level, the design of the product will keep on changing, right? And it generally you've seen that if you want to introduce a car, it takes 2 years, 3 years down the line, right? So it takes lot of your money and energy, correct? So you have to put it strategically, okay? And some companies are they are investing so much money strategically, like rightly Rajesh said, Honda company and all, right? Because that's why they keep ruling the market. Okay, they don't wait for the customers feedback that you have to change the car, because before customers starts saying anything, like take example, you must have seen Honda City car. Now Honda City car is having a very good market, but what Honda City car came 10 years back, 10, 15 years back in India, it is not the same design today, it has changed. So Honda company keeps on changing. So these are strategic decisions, right? They are investing thousands of crores of rupees. Product life cycle changes, right? When you are bringing the new product, it is in the decline stage. People are not accepting your old design car, right? So once your sale is at maturity level and you see that it's going to decline, so it's better at a maturity stage only you start emphasizing, or you start investing money in your new product design. And by the time when your sales start getting deteriorated, okay, you bring a new product, so there is no decline for your product. Okay, so at least you are keeping at the say maturity stage your product for a another period, right? So your product is not dying. Okay, so Honda City car, you are seeing this type of car for so many years now. Okay, it is maintained as it is, right? Take example like Alto car. Alto car has been changed, but it was introduced some many years back, right? But the shape had changed, right? Two three times they're changing, right? In the near future they might change again, okay, to because the Alto car is having some brand value, right? So they don't want to die that product, okay, right? So life cycle cost, which we have already discussed this, right? At the research level, it is a product conception, right? How your concept your product conceptualized, right? When you are uh, say selling of a car, right, you have to research the product, right? What kind of car, whether it is a utility car, whether it is a esteem high end car, okay, right? right? So you're having some product concept, or you want to introduce a low end car, okay? Or you take example, you right, okay? Or take example like you say is uh, what is another type of car which is hot selling in India? A concept, yes.
Sir, SUVs type car.
Correct, very correct. SUV type, correct. So it is like what you say is like what is the long form of SUV, Rajesh?
Is sports utility. Sports utility vehicle.
Sports utility, right? So what is that concept basically is like that? People are driving that car. What kind of feeling they get?
It's a compact car. It will give you the sporty plus a you can seven seater also. So it will a big plus a compact car.
Correct. The sporty car, that means they look for some speed, correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
Right? A pickup, basically. You say the pickup of the car,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Then shape of the car, correct? So they want to use that space as SUV car in the city area. Basically, otherwise, sports car is just for the gaming purpose. Is it correct?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
But now in the daily life, they are looking for SUV, sports utility car. That means it is utilized even in the city area for the other purposes, correct? At the same time, it is having a some sporty look, sporty desire of a person, right? So first you conceptualize your product, right? So where you see where is the market, and then you start investing that money. Please remember, everything, whatever decisions you take in the company, it is going to incur some cost, and that is called as a strategic cost, right? So product conceptualization, then development. So at the development, what you will say is planning, designing, and testing. Correct. So design and test that product. Correct. Once your final product is tested and finalized, okay, even you must have seen some vehicles which are covered by black cloth, fully black cloth, right? And you see those who are going on the roads, right, highways and all. They are testing models, okay? So they don't show the design to the outside world, okay? So they cover the car, okay, and they are just doing testing on the roads and all, okay? It is allowed by the government because they are having permission, okay? So uh, the testing is done, right? So you invest a lot of money in that, correct? And then production. So production is basically conversion activities, how you are going to plan your resources and so on, correct? And then logistics support. Now what do you mean by logistics support in the production point of view, right? Producer's point of view, distribution expenses, warranty, correct? Warranty is very important in case of technical products, right? When you're buying a mobile phone, when you're buying a laptop, whenever you're buying a car, you're looking for a warranty, right? When you're buying a TV, because these are electronic products, TV, mobile, laptop, so you will look for a warranty, how many years warranty you are giving, or how many years of guarantee is there, right? There is a difference between warranty and guarantee. Can anyone tell me what is the difference between warranty and guarantee? Yes, anyone? What is the difference between warranty and guarantee?
Sir, in guarantee, the things can be replaced,
Very correct, very correct.
and in warranty, it will be only repaired.
Is it like that, or it is the other way?
Mm, In warranty, I think they only repairs the things.
Warranty, they repair it. Or warranty, they will replace the product. Yes, anyone? Whenever you are buying card products, what they're giving you, are they giving you warranty card or guarantee card? What do they give you? Guarantee card. Is it correct, Rajesh?
Yes, sir. They will give only warranty.
Warranty or guarantee?
Warranty, sir.
Warranty
Say,
card or guarantee card?
no, sir. Warranty. I think it warranty, sir.
Okay, some confusion is there. Okay, you just check online. Okay, what is warranty and guarantee, right? It is very important. Now, this is strategically what is important here. It's like if company will decide whether to give guarantee or warranty. Okay, in case of warranty, you have to replace the product. In case of guarantee, you will just repair it and give it back to the customer, right? So when you're talking about what to give to the customer, warranty or guarantee, because in one case, if something happens with the product in that particular period, whatever the period you are giving warranty or guarantee, you have to replace the product by giving the new product to the customer, right? And in the second case, you have to repair the product and give it back to the customer free of cost. You are going to incur the cost for the spare part, repairing charges and so on, but as during it is a period of customer. Okay, so that is very important, right? So we have to do this strategically. Then customer service, right? You know how the customer service, product service is given, right? So you are incurring some cost, right? Like take example, like last time Rajesh we were discussing about Maruti Suzuki Nexa showroom. The customer service is little different than having the other Maruti Suzuki showrooms, because there the customer service cost is more. Okay, because it is a high end products and so on, right? The customer is looking for a different type of service than the low end cars which are coming to the other showrooms. So you have to invest some money in that such type of customer service, product service, right? Strategically. Okay, so you have a competitive advantage. Always remember why you're going for a strategic cost, because you want a competitive advantage, right? To have a business success, right? Business sustainability, right? You want to maintain your profit, want to maintain your leadership in the market. And now consumable life cycle point of view, right? Now we are thinking from the consumer point of view, right? Now consumer point of view, from where it starts, right? It will start with the purchasing, correct? Then operating, maintaining, and disposal, correct? Like take example like a car. Okay, you will purchase that car, or you take say mobile phone, right? Or you buy a TV, you buy a fridge. Okay, such type of products which are having a longer life. If it is a just a product which has like take like say example like uh, FMCG products or something like say soap, or say if you are snacks or something like, the life cycle is very less. Okay, the time you will purchase a snack and you will just eat it. Okay, so that life cycle is very less. But if you're talking about the technical products, right, like mobile, laptop, or something, a customer is incurring some cost, right? Not only just by paying the price, right, but he will be incurring some operating expenses. Like take example, uh, what kind of operating expenses or maintaining expenses you incur in case of, take example like a car as a product, or say motorcycle. Your young people, motorcycle, scooters. Purchasing a scooter or motorcycle, what cost you are paying there? What you are looking for that? Whenever you are paying for your two-wheeler, right? What you see is whether it is worth for that much money, correct? Then how much the services, free services that product is giving me, right? And then your operating expenses is what, how much petrol, diesel you will be putting. So what is the mileage of that particular scooter, right? So that will come there, right? Then maintenance, right? You have to keep the doing the maintenance of say 2500 kilometers, right? So how much then what, where is the use, right? Whether, because some vehicles you purchase because the maintenance is easy, right? Maintenance is cheap. And some kind of two-wheelers or scooters, maintenance is very expensive. Maintenance cost, and later on then they regret. Okay, so from the customer's point of view, whenever we are looking for this, okay, uh, purchasing, operating, maintaining, and disposal. Now take example like disposal. Okay, can anyone give me, whenever you buy a two-wheeler or a car, what you will see there? Which two-wheeler or a car or a scooter you will buy? Yes, anyone? Priyanka, Prahlad, Suraj. Yes. Otherwise, again, I have to come to Rajesh only.
Yes, sir. We'll buy say Activa or Access if say gearless scooter.
Okay, but why? I'm talking about from this disposal point of view. Disposal means that is you're going to stop using that vehicle, correct? You are discarding it. Okay. Uh, Rajesh, we buy two-wheelers, right? Sometimes we think about whether this two-wheeler will have some resale value. Yes or no, Rajesh? Yes or no? Correct. So take example like you're buying a Honda Activa, or you're buying a Hero motorcycle. Now why you are buying that particular product? Because you see, if tomorrow, later on, after 2 years, 3 years, 5 years down the line, if I want to sell this in the second hand market, right, I will get some value, right? So that is a resale value for you. Okay, so even some people buy such products by looking at the resale value, because they are going to change the car. S- I will always suggest you, if you have decided like this, okay, to buy a product, okay, which you want to use for some purpose, for a some limited period, okay, always go for product which will have some resale value. Okay, because after, suppose take example, you're buying a two-wheeler, right, and which you want to just use for say 3 years or 5 years, and then you motorcycle or a scooter, right, which will have some resale value. So after 5 years you will sell that and you will get some money, right? Otherwise you see there are some products which don't have a resale value, right? And if you want to sell it, there is no buyer for that. People are not ready to buy that particular model in the second hand market. That is a used product. Okay, they are ready to buy a new product, okay, of that particular type, okay, but they are not ready to buy in the second hand market. Okay, so from the customer's point of view, you will always see what is the your use purpose, right? And then when a company which is going to produce such a product, right, they will look from a consumer angle also, and then they will see how much money how we can charge to the customer, right? So that is a strategic costing comes into the picture, right? Like sometimes it happens the purchasing cost the company will try to keep it less. So that means selling price to the customer maintenance and repair, right? So that time they will keep the lower price to attract the customer. But some company which feels that their product is very good, the people requires very less maintenance. Like take example of this Maruti cars and all. Why people are buying this Maruti? Why Maruti Suzuki cars are having almost 50% market share in India? Because Indian market is a developing market, right? Middle class people are buying Maruti Suzuki cars because it is reasonable for them to operate and maintain also, and as well as disposal. Because whenever you want to sell your Maruti Suzuki old cars in the market, there are buyers, okay, but there are some cars of other companies, there are no buyers, okay. Like take an example, if you are having buying a high end cars, right, there will be people will not be buying ready to buy a second hand car there, okay. Take an example, if a particular car is costing you say 2 crore rupees, right, and you purchase that car 2 crore rupees, and then after 1 year or 2 years you want to sell it off as a second hand car and you want to buy a new car, right, because you are having that much money and it goes with your style, standard of living and so on, right. Now if you want to sell that car 2 crore car rupees in 1 crore rupees after 2 years, do you think you will get a customer? Because the customer of paying you 1 crore rupees and buying that car, he will think, why should I buy second hand car? Because the person who is paying 1 crore rupees for a car, right, even his standard of living will be of a very high level, right? So he will not be ready in buying a old car, right, second hand car, okay. So for his prestige he will go for a new car. So in some types of models there is no second hand value, okay, but in some products there is some second hand value. So the company has to strategically produce uh, uh, put the price to that. So costing is very important, right? So it emphasizes the product performance for a given price, right? So price refers to the cost of ownership, right? So when you talk about how much money you are paying for a two wheeler, right, you proudly say that okay, this vehicle is of say 70,000 rupees, but that 70,000 rupees is worth for you, okay. You don't feel like you're cheated for that paying 70,000. That is that 70,000 which I have paid and getting the ownership of that product, okay. It is including the purchase cost, operating cost, maintenance cost, and disposal cost, right. So the companies which are already always will think about, like suppose there is a product which is getting the second hand value in the market, right, always they will think of charging some premium to that product, right, because there is some disposal value, correct. So all these cost, right, will be the cost of ownership, right. So uh, the company's point of view, all these costs are strategically managed. The customer satisfaction is affected. So customer is always looking that how the car is giving me mileage, what is the maintenance cost, and so on, right. So that gives you customer satisfaction. right? Like today sometimes it happens that you buy a new car, right, which is little expensive, and you feel it's very nice car and you talk proudly, and when you start using it, it is giving you very good happiness, right? You're enjoying the car, but suddenly something happens to the car and car gets breakdown, and then you take that car to the garage, and then the garage fellow tells that this product, this spare part is gone, and it is costing you so much. And then you suddenly see, why you're so expensive. Then the garage fellow tells you that yes sir, this is the cost of this spare part, right? So there are few companies, right? Spare part is sold by the company. Strategy there also. Some companies, what they might do is they might sell the car at the say at the first level at say low price, okay, and they will try to cover the profit margin in the spare part market, okay, so they will get some profitability. Okay, some company might think of that we will charge initially more, and we will keep the low prices for our spare parts. Okay, so it is a strategy what you want to use it, right? But in some technical products, right, post purchase cost, then it affects the customer satisfaction, right? Because then once you start using the two wheeler, right, and then you start saying, Array, initially this two wheeler was giving me so much of mileage, right, and now after 2 years there was this mileage, now I can't afford this car, and you know even the petrol prices are going up, correct? So all these things are very important, correct? Okay, shall we stop here? Because the next slide is about this. There are two tables which I want to discuss with you, right? It will take some time, okay, of this life cycle costing, and then we'll go to the Kaizen costing, right? So these two tables I have to discuss, okay? So this will take some 10-15 minutes, okay? So we'll do it in the next lecture. Is it fine, Rajesh? Suraj, Prahlad, is okay? Otherwise you just read these tables. And then this second table is, so this is a marketing product life cycle, then this is a production life cycle, these are the attributes, that means these are the cost which you are incurring, right? And then this is the your product life cycle: introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. Okay, so how it will be the life cycle, right? So we are having marketing point of view, right, production point of view, right, and then consumer point of view. Okay, so we'll stop here, right, and then we'll continue with these points in next time. Okay, so thank you very much. Good day.